Who are you?
You don't know? Okay. Well, in a couple hours, you're gonna find out.
Cute. But I don't wrestle fans.
Don't insult me by calling me a fan of yours. I'm from the PC.
I know who's at the PC. You? Ain't one of them.
I just started today.
And they sent you to face me? Are you kidding? I was supposed to have a Raw Women's Championship match against Naomi tonight. And now I'm facing off against this joke? Wait, are you dying? And this is your wish?
Look, I get it. I'm brand new here, and not what you expected. But what you can expect is for me to give you everything I've got.
I can't imagine that's very much. I'm a boss. You're a nobody.
After tonight, I might be a somebody.
Just put down the boss. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Unbelievable. She did it. She beat Sasha Banks in her WWE debut.
I never thought I'd see this happen here tonight.
She just started the Performance Center this morning. This is unheard of.
And the boss wants nothing to do with a handshake. She's livid.
Sasha Banks is in shock right now.
I would be too.
Nonetheless, what a moment.
I must admit, that was a rather brilliant performance. With that being said, we will be absolutely delighted to have you join us in NXT.
Was a hell of a match. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you.
I guess you now know not to underestimate me.
I do. And if you're interested, we'd love to have you on SmackDown. What do you say?
Wow. I thought for sure Sasha wouldn't let you beat her again.
She didn't let me do anything.
Of course. You know what I mean. Listen, it takes a lot to impress me. And you've done it twice. You have to sign with Raw.
I'm in. Raw is where everything started for me. Seems only fitting that I should sign with you. The fact that Raw is also a great brand is just an added bonus.
Just so you know, brown-nosing isn't going to help your career. But it doesn't hurt, though. Welcome aboard.
I guess you expect me to congratulate you.
No, but I'd appreciate it. And I'm sure you'll get your chance before long, too.
You're not the only one who's getting out of here. I just got signed to SmackDown.
Wow, good for you.
At least someone who has real talent is getting their opportunity. As for you, I do not have high hopes.
Funny, not what the GMs thought. But maybe we can settle this someday if there's ever a little red versus blue action.
Yeah, maybe.
Moving on up, girl, we did it! Did you get signed too?
Yeah, I'm bringing the fandemonium to NXT. I mean, me with Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai, and Finn Balor. Can you believe it? I don't know how I'm gonna wrestle with sweaty pits and noodle knees.
Congratulations! And remember, you're not a fan anymore. You're one of them. They might be just as excited to meet you.
You're right. I bet Rhea Ripley is sitting at home right now thinking, crikey, I hope I someday get to meet Fanny. She's my idol.
Totally possible.
What am I gonna do without your pep talks? Can I call you when I start to freak out? I mean, not every time I start to freak out, but maybe 1 out of every 5. I won't call while you're in the ring, although that would be kind of cool.
Fanny, you'll be fine. But if you do need anything, you know where to find me.
Thanks. You're the best.
I got nothing to say to you.
You could start with congrats.
You got lucky. Again. And if I see a single post on social media about this, you and I are going to have problems.
Since I'm heading to Raw, it sounds like we're going to get a chance to hash out any problems we might have.
You're going to be on Raw? Like I haven't had to listen to your annoying voice enough already. Just stay out of my way, okay?
No promises.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we think this is an absolutely perfect fit for you.
Just remember, this isn't an ending. It's the beginning of the next chapter of training. You're always learning in WWE.
Having a long and successful career means you never stop pushing yourself to be better.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
But be sure to stop and appreciate the moments. Otherwise, it'll be over in an instant.
Okay, got it. You know I'll still be available via phone, right? And I'll probably still come in here to work out on off days. You don't have to cram every piece of advice into this conversation.
Just trying to help, but I hear you. Good luck out there.
Is the newest superstar to join Monday Night Raw.
I wish you'd get that excited when I walk into a building. Byron's excitement is warranted. She's going to do big things here on Raw. She loses via submission. It's over, all in a nice work. Nia saw it coming.
And is Nia going for it? She is. One of her cousin's signature moves, the rock bottom. This has to be the end of this match.
Apparently Nia's not done yet. What is she trying to prove here?
She just put her hands on the referee. That's an automatic disqualification.
I don't think her mindset's on winning the match anymore. Nia Jax is clearly trying to prove a point. And with that rock bottom, it seems very clear who she's trying to prove herself to.
How much more punishment can her opponent take? All for Nia Jax's delicate ego? No, don't do it, Nia. Come on.
Samoan drop to the floor.
Guys, she might be badly injured.
Well, one thing's for certain, that message Nia Jax sent tonight was heard loud and clear and won't be forgotten anytime soon.
See you up and around. We've been worried about you.
Up and around, but still sore and bruised. I gotta be real. Nia did a number on me.
This sounds cliche, especially coming from me. But it looks like maybe you've lost your smile. Happens to the best of us. There's no getting around it. It was a vicious attack. That kind of thing can take a toll, both physically and mentally.
Well, like I said, I still have a long way to go before I'm fully cleared. And it seems like when I am, Nia's not going to back down.
I think you're right about Nia. You're going to have to be ready to face her again, and that's going to take a lot of work. So looks like you have a big decision ahead of you. I know what it's like firsthand to have to recover and train to get back in the game. And I watched Edge go through it too. And I also know what it's like to walk away, so I totally respect that choice too. Sometimes it's best to step back for a bit before coming back stronger than ever.
So with all that being said, how are you feeling? You want to train to face Nia again? Or take a step back and walk away from the fight for a bit?
I'm not here to back down from a fight. I'm here to show the world and the WWE Universe what I'm made of. I know it's going to be a hard road back, but let's do this. Let's train. I'm ready.
I would have supported you no matter what, but I'm proud that you chose to take on Nia.
Same here.
Honestly, it was the only choice I could have made. It's going to be tough, but that's who I am. Do you really think I'm ready?
Yes. You know I never doubted you. But after watching you train over these last few weeks, I'm prouder than ever of the superstar you've become and the person you've always been.
Aw, Beth. You're gonna make me feel an emotion.
Save that feeling, and instead make Nia feel your presence in the ring. Being a hard-working superstar doesn't put you above having the right to a little revenge. You deserve it.
Another dominating win for Nia Jax, who's been on quite the tear recently here on Raw.
Hold on, is that who I think it is?
And she's back. She's taking it to Nia Jax.
But Nia's giving it right back to her.
Nia charges, and she goes head first over the ropes.
Nia took her out with that vicious Samoan drop to the outside, and she's been out injured ever since. Finally, this is her chance for revenge.
She's got a table.
With the table, ramming it into Nia's face.
That's one way to get payback.
I don't think she's finished.
It looks like she's going to attempt to put Nia through the table.
I know she's out for revenge, but she has to be smart. She could end up re-injuring herself in the process.
After what Nia did to her, I don't think she cares.
Up to the apron, the same apron that Nia Jax slammed her off of, putting her on the shelf.
And down with a splash through the table. Unbelievable.
It looks like that took a toll on her, too.
Yeah, but she's the one standing tall, and Nia isn't.
She's taking things to ringside.
Double. Oh, wow. Rendered unconscious. The official has to call it.
Here is your winner, the Latina Sensation.
And that will do it. Not getting up from that one, so it's called.
An absolute statement by the victor here tonight. What a steamrolling.
And see you there, probably on account of all the distracting glare from this very shiny Intercontinental Championship title.
What's this all about?
Ding dong, hello! I'm the first ever women's Intercontinental Champion. Man, even for someone like me who already holds so many records, it's pretty impressive.
Right. And how exactly did you even win this? I don't remember hearing anything about a women's Intercontinental Champion in WWE.
That's because it's not just for WWE, but for the entire world, you idiot! Hence the name of it, Intercontinental. Anyway, I won it in an epic tournament in Rio de Janeiro against the best wrestlers from all the continents. It was so exclusive, cameras weren't even allowed. And when the final match was over, it was me, Bayley, standing over the decimated competition. I could still hear the roar of the crowd shouting my name, Bayley, the greatest of all time. In fact, I'm not only going to be the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion, I'm going to be the only Women's Intercontinental Champion. No one will ever beat me. They'll actually rename it the Bayley Continental Championship. Has a great ring to it now that I think of it.
Pretty confident about all that, huh?
Why wouldn't I be? What? Are you going to prove me wrong?
As a matter of fact, I am. I could use a little shine around my waist.
You probably could, but you won't. Don't worry, I'll take it easy on you. Who am I kidding? I definitely won't.
Hey, not to be impatient, but when am I going to get my Intercontinental title match with Bayley? It's been a hot second.
Your Intercontinental title match with Bayley? What are you even talking about?
She said she'd give me a shot.
Yeah, but a shot at what?
The championship she won a few weeks ago in Rio de Janeiro?
Rio de Janeiro? Are you kidding me? That girl wasn't in Rio. She was off because her dog was getting a root canal. Just like Bayley to invent something fake.
Ugh, I knew it didn't all add up. Too bad. Because despite the lies, it actually isn't a bad idea. But I guess it doesn't matter now.
Bayley may be full of it, but you're right. Having a women's IC title is a good idea. It's about time, right? If only there was some kind of authority figure who could make it an officially recognized title. Oh wait, there is. Me. And since Bayley's already agreed to it, I see no problem with giving you a title opportunity. A real title opportunity.
Wow, I guess people should invent titles more often, huh?
Don't get any ideas.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
To see! Taste of pain. The title's in jeopardy here.
I think the paradigm has shifted.
She pulled it off. We have a new Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Plus, she's the first ever champion to win this title in the ring.
What do you mean? Bayley won it in a tournament in Rio de Janeiro.
Come on, we all know Bayley made that up, but enough about her. Congrats to our new Women's Intercontinental Champion.
As the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, and the first superstar who actually won it. I'll be sure to do you proud, Mandy.
I'm sure you will.
Not so fast, ladies. What makes you think you're the Intercontinental Champion?
I must have hit you harder out there than I thought. The match I just won, for starters.
Oh, you won the match. But I guess you didn't read the fine print in the contract you signed before the match. It's an Intercontinental Championship, you dummy. Which means that, just like the contract says, you have to beat 3 international superstars before beating me. Sorry, but I don't make the rules.
What are you talking about? You made up this title in the first place, so you definitely made the rules. Mandy, tell her I'm champion.
I actually have to side with Bailey on this one. She may have made this title up, but I made it official. And it was in the contract you signed. Superstars actually have to start reading those.
To be fair, she probably doesn't even know how to read.
Do you want me to read or fight?
Is it so hard to do both? Geez, just beat 3 international superstars and then we'll talk. I'll make sure you get your opportunity with Bailey. And don't sass your GM.
Yeah, and work on your reading skills.
For a second time. Taste of pain. She's got to be out of it now. Makes a cover. 2, 3. Face first. All set now. The Koji clutch is locked in. The submission is locked in. Tap out coming. Tap out. You're going to try it again. Taste of pain. See ya. Definitely wouldn't want to be in.
You're full of it, Bailey. But I did what your so-called contract asks. 3 international superstars defeated. Shall I ask Mandy to set the title match, or would you like to do the honors?
As much as I hate to admit it, I am impressed. Congratulations. You know, I've said it from the start, this Intercontinental Championship is a very prestigious title. After all, I hold it. But you've done the work, so I'll talk to Mandy.
Wait, so you're really not gonna try to weasel out of this?
What kind of champion do you think I am? After all, you fulfilled the requirements of the contract exactly, and you know how much I respect official championship contract law.
Right.
Oh, but speaking of, there is one thing I forgot to mention. Since it is an international title, you know how when you apply for your passport or a visa, there's a waiting period before you get it? Yeah, the title contract actually also specifies a lengthy waiting period before we can set up the match you qualified for.
You're kidding me. No, you're probably actually serious, aren't you?
Don't worry, it'll go by fast. I mean, by the time the waiting period is over, I'll have probably broken the record as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever, male or female. But to you, it will seem like the blink of the eye. I mean, heck, I guess there's a chance that you might not even be in WWE by then. So I don't know. Feel free to send me a card or something, or congratulate me on social media since you'll be retired. Hashtag longest reigning IC champion sounds good. Thanks. Can't wait to hear from you then. Toodles.
One eternity later.
Our women's Intercontinental Champion, Bailey, is apparently throwing herself some sort of celebration.
The WWE Universe is not enthused.
Today is a day that will surely be mentioned in all the effusive speeches when I, Bailey, am inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, because in just a few short moments, down to the exact minute when I first won this little beauty here, I will become the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, not for the women, not for the men, but for all of WWE for all time. You idiots said I couldn't do it, but you know who never doubted me? Me! So let's join in and count down to the moment of my glory. It's only 20 minutes to go.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna be back in about 19 minutes.
1959, 1958, 1957, 1956, 1955, 1954. Come on, I can't hear you. 1950, 1949, 1948, 1947.
Yes!
Thank you.
I don't think I could have made it through that.
No one could.
It is a momentous day, but not because you're going to break any records. Guess whose waiting period just ended? And that's fitting, because tonight is going to be a night of endings. Your Intercontinental title reign is ending, too. Right here, right now.
We're going to have a Women's Intercontinental Championship match coming up next.
Bailey looking defenseless. Taste of pain. Chip's eyes look glazed over. 2, 3.
And that's it. The champion is defeated. A big victory for the new champion.
Everything they had, but the new champ wanted it just a little bit more.
Shayna Baszler up and on submission. Is she gonna tap? And she's tapping, but it doesn't even matter. It can't save her here. She's going for it, just has to get it free.
Make no mistake about it, this match could end right here, right now.
It could, but I don't think it will.
She did it. She managed to outlast 5 other superstars to win the Money in the Bank ladder match.
And now she has that coveted briefcase in her possession.
Now the real questions begin. When and how will she cash it in?
There's plenty of time to worry about all that later. For now, soak it in, because this is a tremendous achievement in itself.
Enjoy the moment, Ms. Money in the Bank. You earned it.
After years of hard work climbing an imaginary ladder, I finally found myself on a real one. And as I climbed to the top of it and beat 5 other superstars to win this Money in the Bank briefcase, suddenly, I knew there was only one person left standing between me and the Raw Women's Championship. And believe me when I say this, I am ready to take down
The brand new briefcase holder mentioned the Raw Women's Champion, and here she is. Naomi is on her way to the ring to confront her face to face.
This could get very interesting. Who knows? We could even have a championship match right now.
Take it easy, Byron. Let's see how this all plays out.
One person left. Girl, if you want to call me out, you can just say my name. As much as I appreciate the long, emotional story of your journey here in WWE, I gotta ask. Do you want a participation trophy or something? I mean, do you think you're the only one here who's had ups and downs or a difficult road as a WWE superstar? And you know what? You conveniently forgot a little something from your testimonial. If I'm remembering correctly, it was only because someone's flight was delayed that you got the opportunity to debut on Raw in the first place, in a match that was supposed to be mine. So at least, if you're going to tell the WWE Universe your whole drawn-out story, you might as well say thank you, Naomi.
So you want me to thank you for inclement weather?
Sure. Why not?
Well, thank you, Naomi, for channeling the wind and rain. But while your absence that night might have given me an opportunity, I was the one who took advantage of it. Just like I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity now. What to do with the Money in the Bank contract? Cash it in and set up a match? Or maybe use it when you least expect it as a fun surprise? You know, I can't say I've decided how that part of my story will play out.
Either way, whatever you choose to do, you know I'm going to be ready.
We're not sure how it will transpire, but sooner or later, these two will face each other for the Raw Women's Championship.
I think she knows exactly how and when she's going to cash in, but the rest of us, including Naomi, will have to wait to find out.
Set up for a second time.
Taste of pain.
We can have a new champion.
That's gotta be it. 2, 3. She's done it. Winning Raw Women's Champion.
This is without a doubt a crowning moment tonight in her career. To take the title away from a formidable opponent in Naomi at an event like SummerSlam really solidifies her status as one of the top superstars in WWE.
It started with winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, and there were some bumps along the way, but none of that matters now. The takeaway here is she is now the standard of the Raw Women's division, and I think it's going to stay that way for quite some time.
Excuse you.
What did I do?
Stand there, breathe, exist.
I wonder if too much hair dye can start to make people overly crabby. Seems that way.
Every time I see your disgusting face, it reminds me of that fluke victory you had over me. It's a black mark on my career. I never stop hearing about it, and I'm sick of it.
Probably shouldn't have lost then.
Watch yourself. I talked to Mandy. She's agreed to set up a rematch. You and me tonight. Unless you're scared of facing the boss in a fair fight, that is.
You couldn't beat me then, and you can't beat me now. I'm the future of WWE, and boss time is stuck in the past.
My name is bigger than yours will ever be. No one steps to Sasha Banks like that. There will be consequences. Do you know how often I've heard someone say they're the future of WWE? And where are they now? Not here. Because they couldn't stand the test of time. Boss time. So I don't need an invitation to take what's owed me. I've earned it. You stepped over the line from your very first day in WWE. That ends now. You don't run this women's division. I do. Watch your back.
Setting up for it. Looks like, oh no!
Oh my God!
Bayley from behind. She wasn't scheduled for this match. What's this all about?
She's still everything they've been through. They still have each other's backs.
Face first. All set now.
It's locked in. The Koji clutch.
What's going to happen here? I think she's got an opportunity to turn this around. She's just got to shift her body just a little bit. She had no choice but to tap out. A well-earned victory against the golden role model. Wait a second. Is that Sasha Banks?
She's back from injury and looks to be at full strength.
You certainly can't tell that she was ever hurt.
Sasha with a bank statement. Bayley to belly. These two are simply unstoppable together.
I'm not sure what's going to hurt more, her body or her ego.
These two have had an issue with each other for quite some time, and it looks like it's not going away anytime soon.
Done with Bayley, and I am done with Sasha Banks. Sasha's still butthurt because she got beat by a newbie when I first came to WWE. Aw, boo-hoo, you big baby. I didn't realize that the boss was so emotionally fragile and delicate. Since then, to earn anything. You stepped to me, I sent you to the injured list. Your friend Bayley tried to fight your battles, and I beat her. Even teaming together, you couldn't defeat me. I should leave you to waste in the pool of irrelevancy that you climbed out of when you challenged me. But I'm not gonna do that. No. You want a rematch, Sasha? Well, you've got it, but on my terms. Let's see who's willing to do what it takes to be the real leader of the Raw Women's division. An Extreme Rules match. And don't look to Bayley to save you this time, because your friend will be banned from ringside as I take my time to tear you apart, piece by piece. This is going to be fun.
And she is now laying her opponent on the announce desk, bad intentions in mind. What in the world? This is ridiculous.
Setting her up for something here.
From the top.
Oh, she lands it from high above.
Looks to me like they're both in a bad way.
That just what she's setting Banks up for. Oh, the old taste of pain.
Amazing, Kevin. Cue that up again.
Man, that was a hard-fought win. She's got to be proud of herself tonight.
Can you believe the nerve? The audacity? I mean, what was Mandy Rose even thinking?
Yes? No? I don't know, Charlotte. What are we talking about here?
I'm surprised you haven't heard. I was talking to Mandy about properly enshrining my excellence here on Raw by crowning me officially as Queen of the Ring. It has a nice ring to it, right? I mean, a simple, understandable request. Mandy, however, got the twisted idea to turn my birthright into a Queen of the Ring tournament for the right to face me. She claimed it's an attempt to generate TV ratings and boost brand awareness. But I know Mandy has it out for me.
I don't know. Seems like a pretty understandable move for a general manager to make.
It's ludicrous. I mean, who's even going to enter this tournament and challenge me for the title of Queen of the Ring?
You know, Charlotte, I think I'm gonna go talk to Mandy right now.
If she won't listen to me, I'm not sure you can talk any sense into her.
Talk some sense? Oh no, I'm gonna make sure that I have a spot in that tournament. Because you're right about one thing, Charlotte. Queen of the Ring does have a nice ring to it. For me.
You're going to regret this.
It's locked in, the Koji clutch. The submission is locked.
Oh man, she had to tap out. What a win! Face
You know, as much as it pains me to admit, you've been doing an adequate job in this sham of a tournament. Still, nothing that's on the level of a real queen, of course, but passable.
I wonder if you'll feel the same way when I win the finals and we end up facing each other for the crown. I wouldn't underestimate me.
I'll estimate you exactly as it pleases me, thank you very much. But I'll also be watching you in the finals. I'll be watching you very closely. You don't step to the queen without consequence.
She will now face Charlotte to crown the first ever queen of the ring.
Wait, Charlotte's here right now.
And she's taken out Bianca and her threat to the crown.
Looks like she might have twisted her knee there a little bit.
Is this how a queen behaves, Charlotte? Really? Come on.
Just asserting her dominance, that's all.
She wants it one more time.
Taste of pain.
That might topple the queen.
Cover. 1, 2, 3. There she is, your first ever queen of the ring.
She wasn't 100% after Charlotte's attack and yet still managed to win the crown here tonight. Just a gutsy performance overall.
And this has to be a major blow to Charlotte's ego. The self-proclaimed queen now has to share the title with someone who beat her for it in the middle of the ring.
Charlotte's feelings aside, what a night for our new queen of the ring.
Hello, my talented Raw Women's Champion.
Oh, geez. You only talk like that when you need my help. What is it this time?
I think Becky Lynch is planning on returning soon, which honestly, lame. I should be the only man around here. But it's no surprise that she wants your Raw Women's Championship.
I don't know why anyone thinks they can just take my title. Even Becky Lynch.
Right? But here's the thing. We both have a mutual interest. Shutting down Becky Lynch. So what do you say we work together to do just that?
I agree. The Raw Women's Champion should have access to any and all WWE intel and resources. So, if you have anything that can help me, or a plan to handle Becky, as a responsible GM, you need to let me know.
Don't worry about that. You'll know when you need to know. Tonight, just worry about your match against Carmella. Beat her to send Becky a decisive message. And whatever happens afterwards, well, just follow my lead.
My God, a small package driver.
Face first. Stand up.
The Koji clutches it.
Oh, nowhere to go.
There it is. That was a dominating win for our Raw Women's Champion.
Always a pleasure watching her compete. Now it looks like we're gonna get the pleasure of hearing her speak.
You know, I have to admit, although I had a fantastic time beating Carmella and showing her who the real untouchable one is, that match was really for the benefit of someone else. Becky Lynch, I hope you were watching, because that was a message to you.
Her return has been rumored for months, and finally Becky Lynch is here.
Soak it in, WWE Universe. The man has returned to Monday nights.
Look at this. The man is back on Raw.
It seems like the man is experiencing technical difficulties.
Maybe not.
Aw, Becky. Cat got your tongue? Oh, wait, that's right. I told production to cut your mic. It's just that all that time you were gone, well, let's just say not hearing your voice was incredible. So I thought, wouldn't it be nice to keep it that way? And boy, oh boy, was I right. You see, Becky, things have changed since you've been gone. As GM of Raw, I'm the man now. So you can either fall in line or turn around and go right back out the door.
Not quite the warm welcome back that Becky was expecting.
And Becky tags the Raw Women's Champion.
And now she's got her in the disarm her for good measure.
Mandy's new edict may be shocking, but Becky Lynch's response is not. We may have heard the last of the man for now, but it's clear that this is far from over.
Becky may have surprised you in the ring, but I think you'll agree that barring the man from running her mouth hits her where it hurts most. Without the ability to speak, she's much less powerful. And taking away her social media too is just the icing on top of the cake.
That peace and quiet is some extra sweet icing.
Exactly. Without her voice, Becky is nothing.
After our GM went out of her way to censor Becky Lynch, I was approached by Becky about being her official spokesman. I was skeptical at first, but as I considered it, one thing became crystal clear. Mandy Rose is out of control as the Raw GM. Her power must be checked. And if teaming up with Becky grants me the opportunity to take on our just as corrupt Raw Women's Champion, I'll gladly be Becky's mouthpiece. What? Are you gonna ban me from speaking to Mandy? You can make all the arbitrary rules you want, but tonight, you and your lapdog of a champion will face Becky and me in the ring. You may have stopped what Becky can do outside of a match, but nothing can stop her when the bell rings.
Have you been checking social media? There's this stupid hashtag trending, and I'm getting absolutely blasted by other superstars and fans. You wouldn't believe what these idiots are saying.
It's gone way beyond social media. I just got word that Becky trashed my office in Stamford. She also somehow charged 10 grand of Irish whiskey to my hotel room. She's making my life a living hell.
$10,000 of whiskey? Honestly, I'm just impressed.
Stay focused. We're putting an end to this tonight. I've gotten Carmella out of the way and we're going to take Becky on together. Luckily, I know the GM and pulled some strings to get us a 2-on-1 match.
Sounds like that's a pretty smart GM.
And angry. Let's end this now.
Be it for Becky Lynch facing long odds against these two women who have taken her voice away on Raw.
Becky's not going quietly after all, as those odds have suddenly evened themselves out.
Lynch with a Bexploder on our general manager.
And Lynch quickly follows up with the disarm her. Can Mandy hold on?
She can't. Becky Lynch overcomes the odds in this 2-on-1 match.
It seems that no...
This is a disaster. First we lost the match, and now Becky's social media campaign to let the man speak is exploding. WWE even crumbled under the pressure and reinstated her social media account. As much as I hate it, you're going to have to give Becky a title match. If not, advertisers are threatening to pull out, and then I could lose my job as GM, and I'm not going to let that happen.
Well, what you should have done is not tap out to Becky last week. It didn't help her argument to have that win, especially in a 2-on-1 match.
Hey, watch yourself. I'm still GM around here, and if you don't disrespect me further, I'm still willing to give you a choice of how you defend your championship. So what type of match would you like to have with Becky?
Becky likes to call herself the man. Well, let's have a last man standing match. I'll fittingly strip her of that name once and for all.
Sounds like a plan.
The following contest is a last woman standing match and is for the Raw Women's Championship.
Sliding back into the ring, back into the action.
Imminent doom for Becky here.
Oh, taste of pain. Looks like the champ is going to retain.
Taking a moment to let her know who the real superstar is here.
At this point, this is incredibly ill-advised. You're in the middle of a match.
5, 6. A count of 7. Is this really it? 8. Giving the people a chance to take in her undeniable greatness.
10. And the champ stands tall.
Who is Liv Morgan?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, it is. Since honestly, you're a bit hard to read. I mean, 1 minute you're with the Riot Squad, the next you're not, then you get back together and now you're on your own? Make up your mind, Liv.
Things move fast around here, especially when it comes to allies and enemies. Sometimes even I have whiplash. What are you trying to say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to sugarcoat it? Yeah, not going to do that. You're best working with others. With a leader. Like me.
If you're such a great leader, then why don't you and I team up? Show me what I'm missing.
Now that's actually not a terrible idea. I'm down to bring you on board. And being around me, well, some of my skills are sure to rub off on even you.
Whatever, but if we can do some damage together, I'm all for it.
Speaking of damage, I have some business to take care of in the ring tonight. But can you help me settle a score with Nia Jax? She's been bothering me on social media lately, and I'm sick of it. So, if we're going to be a team, prove I can depend on you by giving Nia a piece of your mind.
I don't know about a piece of my mind, but I'm happy to give her a piece of my fist.
You know, this might actually be worth my time after all.
Down, but that could have just started a quick turnaround.
Looking for the victory! 2 count! And this one's over.
you looked good out there, huh? What part of the match was your favorite?
I actually didn't get to see the match. I was dealing with Naya.
Ooh, spicy. Tell me everything. I've been wanting to take it to her for a while now.
Nothing really spicy. She beat me up.
What? You mean you failed at doing a simple little favor for me? Wow. I should have trusted my gut. I knew you didn't deserve to work with me.
You said you had an issue with her, but you didn't tell me that you were the one who started harassing her on social media. When I approached her, she was already hot from your latest post. You shouldn't have put me in that position. Partners don't do that.
Well, then it's a good thing we're not partners anymore. It's not my fault you couldn't handle Naya. Although, I do take responsibility for not knowing better than to trust you. I should have taught you first. In fact, I'm still going to give you a lesson firsthand. Next week, we face each other in the ring. See if you can keep up, little girl.
Face first. Stepped up. On a Koji clutch locked in. Man, she's got a lot of heart and a lot. It's over. She couldn't hang on. And that'll about do it, folks.
You know, when I was taking it to you in the ring, it finally felt like we were starting to get somewhere. Saw a bit of progress, even. I mean, you never had a chance of beating me. But still, progress. Maybe teaming up together wasn't such a terrible idea after all. There's hope for you yet.
I hate to admit it, but I did feel a chemistry between us two. And competing against you leveled up my game. You were right, I've struggled to find my direction, but maybe working with you is it. I'm down to give it another try.
Okay, I'll give you another chance. Let's face Naya and Tamina together in a tag match and find out if you've made enough progress to make this worth my time.
It'll be totally worth it. Promise.
Looking to tag in Liv.
What was that all about?
I don't know, but Liv Morgan appears to be leaving.
So this is a handicap match now?
I guess so.
She got Naya here. Oh, taste of pain.
May have just vanquished the irresistible force.
2, 3, win. A big win. That took a huge effort.
Liv, you just walked out of your tag match, turning your back on your partner. What was that all about?
She told me she was gonna help me find a direction, and she wasn't wrong. I found it. My direction is to kick her ass.
This superstar looks like she's on a mission.
Look out, she's attacked from behind. Oh! And that will do it.
Under immense pressure.
Yeah, Liv's defensive instincts need to kick in.
And now she's climbing up the ladder, hopefully with a plan in mind. No, 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 no! Good Lord.
Putting everything on the line, risking it all to come falling out of the sky.
Face first. Stepped up on a Koji clutch locked in. Oh, nowhere to go, nowhere. And she loses via submission. Women's Intercontinental Champion looks like she's well on her way to beating Bianca's established time.
Speaking of Bianca, here she comes.
Oh, come on, this isn't fair.
Carmella's recovering.
Carmella with the roll-up for the pin. And she pulls it off. Carmella just defeated the Women's Intercontinental Champion.
So much for beating Bianca's time, she couldn't even beat Mella.
Yeah, because Bianca Belair came down here and interfered. You're leaving that part out.
The IC champion is now the EST of Raw, as in the angriest.
Just stop, Cole.
The Women's Intercontinental Champion is ambushing Bianca Belair before their scheduled match.
I don't think Bianca Belair is going to make it to the ring after this beatdown.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Face first. Stepped up. It's locked in. The Koji clutch. She's in a tremendous. She taps out. Taps out.
That's it. The champ stays the champ.
Here is your winner and still Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Latina Sensation.
This was as dominant a win as I've ever seen, guys.
An absolute statement by the victor here tonight. What a steamroller.
Right back. Victory could be in sight for her as she continues up and over the top of the cage.
She's looking exhausted from the climb. Does she have the stamina to make it out?
Oh, so close.
Yeah, but I have a feeling the fall's about to be so far.
Oh, it didn't go as planned there. And she doesn't appear to be slowing down anytime soon. A really impressive showing in this steel cage match.
She's probably come to the realization of how high up she is now.
And the champ retains.
Here is your winner and still Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Latina Sensation.
And that seemed like a pretty easy day at the office right there.
This is what you get when you have complete confidence and control of the situation.
There's my Raw Women's Champion. Feeling pretty good today?
I always feel good with gold around my waist.
I was hoping you'd say that. Just wanted to let you know Bianca Belair is on a bit of a winning streak and has earned a Raw Women's title opportunity. Are you feeling good enough to defend your championship? FYI, it's going to happen sooner or later.
I'm ready for the so-called EST. Set it up and let's go.
You got it.
This could be it. Wait, it's Natalya.
She just broke up the pin, and the match is thrown out. What was that all about?
Not sure, but it's not just Natty. Here comes Nia Jax and Tamina.
And now they're attacking the Raw Women's Champion.
Is this some kind of alliance between the three?
Did you say 3? I think you meant 4. It's Charlotte Flair.
This is a premeditated assault, and if I had to guess, you're looking at the person who's behind it.
Aww. Did I mess up your little title opportunity, Bianca? I'm so sorry. But it was a sham of a match to begin with. Not to mention a sham of a champion. Because you know who deserves the Raw Women's title? No one. Except me. And I'm going to get it with the help of my new, powerful group. I believe you've met them already. We call ourselves the Four Queens. Because that's what we are, the royalty of WWE. We were born into greatness. It's in our blood. And it's also everything you are not. Which, annoyingly enough, is something I've tried to prove before, but somehow you're still the one standing in the way of what I want. But you know what they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice? Well, let's just say I won't be making any mistakes this time.
And Charlotte's going for the knee with a chair.
She's not out to prove a point. She's trying to injure the Raw Women's Champion.
Someone, anyone needs to come out here and help her. It's 4-on-1.
It's about to get much worse.
And off the second rope with a steel chair, driving it into the champion's knee yet again.
She could have a serious knee injury.
This is no exaggeration when I say this. The landscape of the Raw Women's division has just shifted. The Four Queens are going to dominate anyone who gets in their way.
Unfortunately for our Raw Women's Champion, she was the first to get in their way here.
Many months later.
We're so glad to have you back on Raw. Let me fill you in on what you missed.
I don't need filling in. I was hardly out of the arena after the attack before Charlotte basically stole the Raw Championship. I want my title back, and I want Charlotte and her group to pay for what they did.
I can give you a match against Charlotte, but after what happened last time, you might have trouble facing her alone. The Four Queens have been dominant on Raw ever since you left. If you got any friends, now might be the time to ask them for backup.
I understand the risk, but I got myself into this, and I need to get myself out. I'll take on Charlotte, alone.
Fair enough. Don't say I didn't warn you.
The Koji clutches it in. Think about a tap out.
That's all she wrote for this handicap match.
Here is your winner, the Latina Sensation.
This is a big win for them here, and a must-win match.
This one felt special from the moment the bell rang. We knew it was going to be a show.
He had
look glazed over.
And that's it. New champ. New champ.
Here is your winner, and the new Raw Women's Champion, the Latina Sensation.
Truly a huge win for this superstar, or should I say, for the new champion.
The now former champion obviously not happy with this outcome.
I did not think a title change was in the cards here tonight.
You know, it might be nice to have a change of pace. Put me in the shakeup.
All right. All superstars participating in the shakeup must compete this week so the other GMs can see them in action.
So, what's on tap for me?
William Regal from NXT has mentioned he'd like to see you in a singles match, while Adam Pearce from SmackDown said he'd like to see how you work as part of a team. So basically, which GM do you want to cater to?
Well, I enjoy being on the red brand. I could see myself bleeding blue. Put me in a tag match. I'd love the chance to impress Adam Pearce over at SmackDown.
Done. And if this is it, well, it's been interesting.
To say the least.
Submission locked in. Taps out. Latest acquisition.
The blue brand is lucky to have her.
I tend to think everyone's replaceable, especially you, Saxton, but this superstar brings something different to the table. She's truly one of a kind.
Ugh. I knew it was impossible to avoid you much longer.
I was wondering why it smelled like expired moose jerky in here. A new perfume or just your breath?
Let's dispense with the pleasantries, okay? Thankfully, so far we've been able to stay out of each other's way for the most part. But as we both climb the ranks of SmackDown, that's not going to be an option anymore. And there's only room for one of us at the top.
Well, I hope you enjoy the view from down below. I'll tell you how things look from the top of the mountain, while you close your eyes and imagine what it would be like if you were as good as me.
When I close my eyes, the only thing I see is you lying broken on the mat. Why don't you step in the ring with me, so I can make it a reality?
I'll get in the ring with you. I could use a warm-up match before I face some real opponents.
Well, looks like I picked the right week to visit SmackDown. I hear you and Josie are getting in the ring.
Yep, should be fun.
Let me offer you some advice and you can do what you like with it. I know a lot about deep-rooted feuds and squaring off versus someone from Calgary. There are a lot of ways to win, but the choices you make will determine the kind of superstar fans see you as.
Makes sense.
So the question is, do you take Josie out in the ring, or do you get her before she even makes it there?
Just like always, I'm a step ahead, and Josie won't know what hit her.
Until she looks up and sees you. Bold choice. But I get where you're coming from.
Josie Jane is attacked from behind. Apparently her opponent didn't want to wait for the bell to ring. Followed by Panama Sunrise for the win. 2.
work.
I hope you're not spending too much time celebrating or reading your mentions on social media.
I'm not. In this sport, it's all about the next match.
That next match is going to be the same as your last, but with a different result. I just talked to Adam Pearce, and we're doing a best-of-3 series.
Nice of him to let me know.
I'm letting you know now. And I'll let you know that I'm going to beat you twice to prove who's ready to take their career to the next level. Unless you can't handle that kind of pressure.
Wait a second. What did you do to deserve a second opportunity? I was taught that you had to earn your chances. Losers go to the back of the line.
There is no loser yet. Let's talk after the next match.
Josie Jane reverses.
Looks like Josie's got the upper hand now, trying to do everything she can to make up for losing their first encounter.
Wait a second, Josie's locked in an armbar. Will this be it? Will Josie Jane tap?
Hold on, her shoulders are on the mat.
Josie taps.
The referee just counted the pinfall.
But Josie might have tapped first.
Maybe, but it's Josie who gets the win. I don't think the referee ever saw the tap out.
I don't know who's more confused about this outcome, but clearly only one superstar is happy with it.
This happens sometimes, Cole. The referee called what he saw. Was it correct? Not really.
A hard-fought battle between these two, but you can't fault anyone who's not Josie Jane for coming out of this feeling a bit frustrated and disappointed.
Yes. Whose idea was that again? That's right. Mine.
Technically, it was Booker T and John Cena's idea, but sure. Way to go.
You know, it wouldn't hurt to compliment your boss every now and then. Might earn you some bonus points.
Why are we not talking about the fact that she didn't even win? The way that match ended was ridiculous. I won the series 2-0. Josie tapped. End of story.
Except it's not. It was a close finish, but you were pinned. So there will be a third match. But since you don't feel like you got a fair shake, I'll make this final match 2 out of 3 falls. You can call it a third match. You can call it a best out of 5 series overall. You can call it whatever you want. But it's happening.
Brilliant idea, Adam. How was that?
Shut up, Josie.
It's locked in, the Koji clutch. Think about all of them. Taps out.
Listen, I don't know when we might meet in the ring again, but it's clear that neither you or I are going anywhere.
I know I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
It's also clear that this rivalry isn't going away either. You're going to get some wins, I'm going to get some wins. I don't see any of that changing. But the one thing that has changed is that after that series, I certainly have gained a lot of respect for you and your abilities.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
We might have had our differences, but I want you to know I've got your back, no matter what. And I hope when push comes to shove, if I ever need it, you'll have mine too.
I will. Good luck out there. And maybe we'll both make that leap to the next level. Together.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, I thought competing on the indies prepared me for anything. but nothing got me ready for the constant schedule here in WWE.
You are on the Indies?
Yeah, I competed all over the country.
Oh, US Indies? They are nothing compared to Indies in Japan.
What do you mean?
日本のスタイルとアメリカのスタイルも全く違うね。どんだけ違うか言うたらもう水と油ぐらい違うわな。Japan is harder.
Oh, really? Why do you think Japan is so hard and America is so easy? You don't know what I went through over here. How hard I worked.
Japan, hard, America.
You know, I'm not the only one around here who came up on the American indie scene. I'd watch what you say, especially when it comes to underestimating me.
We will see.
What do you mean by that?
Star looks like she's on a mission.
Look out, she's attacked from behind.
Here we go. Backstage is where you can lay waste to your opponent in a hurry.
They must have lost their minds.
Everyone in the back needs to stay away from the oncoming devastation.
Oh, man. Watch this setup. Very unique offense.
Cyclone bomb.
Uh-oh. Half and half suplex. Lights out.
Just whipped into the table.
It seems like she's looking to take things up a notch or two.
Yeah, she's definitely got something big planned with this table.
Going for something big, something splintery.
Oh, no, look out, guys. Broke it in half. Producing a trampling.
Oh, God, that'll rearrange your skull.
Oh, this is a great move. The
Brainbuster. She's getting fired up, ready to show her opponent what she's got.
Tilt-a-whirl, tilt-a-whirl, arm drag. Shot to the patella. Asuka retaliates. From behind, German suplex.
Asuka timed that one well.
Counters that. Wow.
Toss. Oh, knee right to the jaw.
Good night.
And she's using this moment to summon all of her strength. Oh yeah, she is really getting fired up. And look at this now, yes, applying the submission hold. Ankle lock is cinched in. Nowhere to go.
Well, this isn't going to win the fall, but it's going to do a lot of damage.
Oh, what a switch in balance, and that allows her to get out of that move.
Holy cow! What outrageous athleticism. Pop-up Hurricane Rana.
Kick right to the leg. Oh, that didn't go as Asuka designed. Oh, leg lariat.
Steered clear of that.
Oh, lights out.
Shoulders down. This could be the one that does it for her.
Oh my gosh. Tilt to whirl into the arm drag.
Ooh, look at her answering back.
No way! Good God!
Inverted Frankensteiner! Turning the tables.
Series of reversals. Taken down by the neck. And the hits to the core keep coming.
Bad predicament right here. Through the table with authority. She adjusts it and reverses it.
Reversal after reversal. These two are ready for each other. Kudo driver!
Counters!
Stomping. Ouch. She avoids the contact.
That unraveled on Asuka. Boom!
Oh, wow. Rendered unconscious.
I can't believe you embarrassed me in front of Stephanie McMahon, especially when the stakes were so high.
Embarrass you? I just did my job and won the match.
You knew I was at a disadvantage. I was up all night with a sick chicken and then had to help my daughter with a school project. I had to rush to make my flight and accidentally packed a pair of boots that are 2 sizes too small.
Right.
You bet your sweet cheeks I'm right. I'm the one who deserves the spotlight at Evolution, not you.
I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah, okay. Well, next time my daughter has a school project, it's going to be a report on why you're a nasty thing.
What the heck? What's Lacey Evans doing? We were supposed to have a match with Nikki Cross.
It looks like Lacey didn't want to wait to show what she could do at Evolution. Taking flight. Taking athleticism with a 450.
And Lacey is on the downside of things now.
Yeah, Lacey needs a...
Man, that was a hard-fought win. She's got to be proud of herself tonight.
And you can put their singles match in the books. I think the crowd knows what we're about to see.
Taste of pain.
Will Trish find a way to recover?
2. Oh, not yet. They just got the shoulder up.
Not about to go quietly into the night.
That took some serious endurance, I'll give you that.
Confidence must be waning as she hits the opposition hard, but still can't get the fall. Sunrise, good night! Face first. Set up.
It's locked in, the Koji clutch.
What's going to happen here? I think
That's it. That's it.
What a victory tonight at Evolution over WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus.
A show of sportsmanship and respect for the legend. What an amazing evening we just witnessed.
Is that Maurice? I heard she was back tonight.
She needs to watch where she's going. It was an accident. That wasn't.
Oh boy, here we go.
This is an all-out brawl right out of the box. What should the approach be, Corey?
To not get hit? If you're on defense, find a way to avoid the variety of attacks that a no DQ match allows. If you're on offense, stay on the attack because anything goes.
It is so important to know when to create separation and when to go on offense.
Oof. Fighting back with a counter.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, man.
Right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
She's fighting back.
Shot to the patella. Uh-oh.
Patella drop brainbuster.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my God. a steel chair.
Quick sidestep by Maurice.
Right in the mouth, relentless.
Enough already. Oh my gosh, a fall-away moonsault slam?
Hoisted up on their shoulder. Oh my God.
A well-timed dodge.
Holy cow! What outrageous athleticism! Pop-up Hurricane Rana.
Ouch! Ooh! Oh!
Oh, stomping away.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Toss. Oh, knee right to the jaw.
Good night.
And attacking above the shoulders has become the strategy here. Quick sidestep by Maurice. Ooh, connects to the back of the neck.
Hooked up.
Oh my God, a small package driver.
On Maurice turns the tables.
Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Nasty knee. Oh, man. Toss.
Oh, God, knee meets face.
And it's another attack above the shoulders.
Got to protect that region or the lights can go out fast. From behind.
German suplex.
Ooh. Oh, ouch. Ooh. Quick sidestep by Maurice.
Running clothesline.
She steers clear of that one.
And she's able to fight Maurice off. A rolling cutter. And you have a feeling now that this match has just turned a chapter.
I mean,
jab right to the throat. Finished off with...
Hey, where's Maurice? I really enjoyed beating her down last week. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome back to SmackDown anytime.
I'm sorry, but are you really disrespecting my wife like that? The little dust-up backstage was one thing, but what could be going through your mind that makes you think any of this is okay?
Oh, just the adrenaline of remembering what it was like to smack her around.
You want to fight with Maurice? Fine, she'll take you on. But first, you better find a partner, because you're gonna face both of us in a mixed tag match.
You know, you'd think a guy wouldn't want a front row seat to see his wife getting beat down. Again. But hey, I get it. She is pretty annoying. See you out there.
Set up. And the Koji clutch locked in. Oh my goodness. That's it.
That's it.
got it.
You've been making quite an impression so far on SmackDown.
Are you surprised? Because I'm not. In fact, I think I could do a lot more if you just gave me the opportunity.
Speaking of, I have some good news and bad news.
Oh?
There's a spot with your name on it in the upcoming Royal Rumble. As you know, the winner gets a title opportunity at WrestleMania.
So what's the bad news?
It's the #1 spot, meaning you'd come out first, and then have to face 29 other women. But it's yours if you want it. So, do you?
I'll take it. After all, it'll be quite a story when I not only come out first, but am the last woman standing at the end of the Rumble.
It definitely would be. Good luck.
I hear you have the #1 Royal Rumble spot.
You hear correctly.
Guess what? I have the last spot. Number 30. Wanna trade and come out last?
Why do I have the feeling that there's a catch?
No catch. Just a favor.
Go on.
I don't need 30. I already am the SmackDown Women Champion. But Beth Phoenix is in the Rumble. And I do not want to face the Glamazon at WrestleMania. So take her out for me before the Rumble.
So, attack Beth Phoenix, and I can be the last Rumble entrant?
Yes. And then maybe you face me at WrestleMania. Not that you'd have a chance. めちゃくちゃにドキつき回してキックしてそばですバックフェイスしてジャーマン投げたるぞ Basically, win.
You may be grossly underestimating me, but even I can respect a deal. You don't want Beth in the Royal Rumble? Fine. Given how she treated me at the PC, I generally don't want Beth around anywhere. So I'll do your dirty work for you. But be warned that I'll be bringing the same level of attention to you when I win the Rumble and seal your fate in our title match at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Beth Phoenix looking better than ever.
Look out! Beth trained her. What's going on?
We have some commotion backstage, and yep, there they go. Oh. This isn't gonna be good. She had it scouted.
Toss. Oh, knee right to the jaw.
Good night. Oh! Good night.
Quick sidestep by Beth. Great awareness as she proves to be too quick. Whoa, cool flip.
She's getting that table right where she wants it.
She clearly has something in mind.
What in the world?
Look out for the table,
look out! Exploder to... And now the 30th and final Royal Rumble entrant joins the fray with only 3 other women remaining.
It's the most valuable position in the Rumble, but will she be able to take advantage of this to secure a spot at WrestleMania?
Beth Phoenix is here.
And Beth's getting revenge for the attack that we thought was going to keep her out of the Royal Rumble.
It looks like Beth is entering the Royal Rumble match.
And Beth eliminates Sonya.
And out goes Alexa Bliss.
The Glamazon is going head-to-head with Trish Stratus. Who thought we'd ever see this?
Trish attempting Stratusfaction.
Beth Phoenix reverses and eliminates Trish.
Is this over? Did Beth Phoenix just win?
It looks like there's one more superstar standing between Beth and a championship match at WrestleMania.
Now it's just Beth and the woman she trained who then betrayed her. One of these two will go to WrestleMania. There is your Royal Rumble winner, the lone superstar in the WWE Universe, who now has a guaranteed women's championship match at WrestleMania.
No matter how you feel about her, she earned this victory and the opportunity that lies ahead for her.
It's the SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka.
Looks like the WrestleMania match is made. The Rumble winner has chosen Asuka and the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Asuka hits her with the miss. Where did she even come from?
Asuka won't part with her championship easily, and if tonight is any indication, all bets are off as we're now officially on the road to WrestleMania.
Not the way you want to get started on that road, Cole.
No, not at all, but there's a long way to go.
Another big move.
Taste of pain.
That could put Evans down for good.
2 count.
And a major victory in her career tonight.
I thought this issue with Beth was over. I beat her in the Royal Rumble, despite trying to garner sympathy from everyone and then making a predictable last-minute recovery. She still competed, and she lost.
What can I say? It seems pretty clear that it's not over at all. I mean, after what you did trying to take her out before the Rumble. After everything she's done for you. Honestly, I don't blame Beth at all.
I see what's happening here. You know, just because you've worked with Beth in the past at the PC and you're buddies with her husband, doesn't mean you get to skirt your responsibilities to be an unbiased GM.
I can assure you that my decisions as GM have nothing to do with my personal friendships, including this decision. I'm giving Beth a match against you at Elimination Chamber.
Are you serious?
I certainly am. And if she wins, I'm giving her, not you, the title opportunity against Asuka at WrestleMania.
You can't do that. I won the Royal Rumble. You can't just take that away.
Well, what can I say? It's also against the rules to just change Royal Rumble places with another superstar. What, did you think I would just ignore that? You're lucky I didn't void your win for that alone. So after Elimination Chamber, whatever happens, we'll call it even.
I thought you got rid of Beth Phoenix.
Me too. Turns out our corrupt general manager has other ideas.
I do not want to face Beth Phoenix. I will be in your corner at Elimination Chamber.
Excuse me? Why should I trust you? I've made it perfectly clear. I want your title. I'm facing you at WrestleMania. You misted me at the Royal Rumble.
You pointed at the WrestleMania sign. I had to. Rookie mistake.
Right, sign rules. Apparently the only rules that matter around here. I guess you did help me leading up to the Rumble. So, I'll take all the help I can get against Beth. Even though I could certainly do it on my own. There's no reason not to make my day just a little easier.
Exactly.
Face first. All set now. The Koji plunges in. She gives up. Submission victory. An emphatic victory. Oh, God, right in the eyes. Anything Asuka's trump. Uh-oh, new champion. 1, 2, 3. We've just witnessed history. A new SmackDown Women's Champion has been crowned at WrestleMania.
Our new champion might have had her detractors for some of the things she did to get here tonight, but bottom line, she got the job done when it mattered by defeating Asuka. Taking on and getting the win against the Empress of Tomorrow on the grandest stage of them all is a once-in-a-lifetime achievement, but I have a feeling this isn't the last time she does something like this.
No, I think you're right, Corey. We might be looking at one of the most dominant women in WWE, and not just today, but of all time.
Really, honey? Why was the United States Championship awarded to me? A former United States Marine? Come now. I mean, I practically am America. Did you think they were gonna choose a little nasty like yourself?
Well, I'd at least hope someone would earn it in the ring, as opposed to just getting a handout. I know I'd like a fair shot at it.
Bless your heart. Is that a challenge?
You bet it's a challenge. After all, I'm sure you want to teach your daughter the value of hard work to get what you want, instead of just accepting unearned championships, even if it is from the chairman.
You'll leave Summer out of this, thank you very much. And you would have done your best to leave yourself out of it, too. No one steps to the Women's United States Champion Lacey Evans like that. Watch your back, you nasty.
Whoa, Lacey Evans just came out of nowhere.
Talk about nasty. This is uncalled for.
Seems like someone poked the bear, didn't she? If the bear is Lacey Evans, that is.
Listen, I don't care who awarded Lacey with that U.S. championship. I want a shot at it. And after Lacey's attack, I have as much right to it as anyone, Lacey included.
Well, you're definitely not the only one who's upset with Lacey. A lot of women on SmackDown have been eyeing that title, and are pretty annoyed with how high and mighty she's been acting lately.
Yeah, among other things, I'm pretty tired of hearing her play the Star-Spangled Banner over and over in the locker room.
Beautiful song, but you can only take so much. Anyway, I've told Lacey that as long as I'm the GM of this brand, she has to defend the women's US title. But Lacey has an idea of how she wants to do it. And since Mr. McMahon gave her the championship directly, I'm letting her run with it. She's promised to announce it on social media later today.
She's setting the terms for her title defense? It's gonna be insufferable, isn't it?
Well, when Lacey Evans is involved, yeah, probably.
Shoulders down. Could she finally put this away?
Returning to the ring now.
And they get the win. What a fatal four-way.
Apple pie, bald eagles, Lacey Evans. Nothing is more American or more deserving. However, the winner of my glorious Stars and Stripes challenge, I can't even bear to utter her name. Someone who our general manager, for some ungodly reason, has put his faith in here on SmackDown. She thinks she can challenge me for the Women's United States Championship? There is no one more unfit to carry the title. Bless her heart. Her patriotism doesn't even come close to mine. When I was born, I was swaddled in the Stars and Stripes. My first words were not mama or dada, but God bless America. And no one can touch my perfect 45-degree salute. My challenger? She's just a plain old nasty. And I can't wait to prove that to the whole of these United States and the entirety of the WWE.
Down with the cover. The champ's eyes look glazed over. Makes a cover. 2, 3. Here is your Lacey Evans has been defeated, and we have a new United States champion.
Lady Destroyer.
This might come off as unprofessional, but who cares? Lacey Evans has been downright annoying since she was awarded the U.S. Championship, and I'm so relieved that she no longer has it.
Spoken like a true nasty, Cole.
A victory worthy of a new champion.
Well, lordy, lordy, look who got a lucky break. When are you intending on returning what's mine?
More like, lordy, lordy, look who came up shorty.
I will not dignify that with a response, but I will accept the time and date of my title rematch to take back the Women's U.S. Championship.
What makes you think you deserve that? I beat you, fair and square.
Fair and square unless you count the very clear fact that I was behind on sleep after doing all the American press about my historic title reign. Fair and square unless you factor in the number of nasty, unintelligent people in attendance who cheered for you instead of me.
You're not gonna drop this, are you?
What about my American determination and work ethic makes you think I will relent from fighting injustice whenever and wherever I see it?
Oh boy. All right, I'll play ball. I'll give you your title match.
Of course you will. It's the right thing to do.
On one condition. If I you again, you agree that we will be getting rid of the Women's U.S. title completely. Because I can't stand to hear you talk about it anymore, regardless of who's champion.
You can't just get rid of this championship. Mr. McMahon will be furious.
We'll worry about that later. And besides, I know Adam Pearce and the entire SmackDown locker room will be behind me on this. But that shouldn't bother you, right? Unless you're worried about losing to me, that is.
Well, you're right about that. I'll see you in the ring. Hold on, my beautiful U.S. Championship. I'm coming for you and will rescue you from this undeserving nasty.
Dragon suplex. There's 2. Got it. And the champ adds.
Here is your winner and still Women's United States Champion, Lady Destroyer.
And that seemed like a pretty easy day at the office right there.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was as one-sided as it gets.
I'd say I'd do anything to get ahead, but when you're as talented as I am, getting ahead just comes naturally. It's not my fault other people get stepped on.
Didn't say it was. Anyway, I didn't want to talk to you just to tell you I'm a fan. I have an idea, something that would help us both. You interested?
I'm always interested in helping myself. Tell me more.
You know, I've had some bad experiences teaming with people in the past, but I have a good feeling about you. So here's the deal. Adam Pearce is bringing back a WWE legend for some stupid reason, charity or whatever. I actually have an issue with her and would like to send her a message. But unfortunately, I'm busy. But if you show her a warm welcome, you'll really look dominant and more people will notice. I get what I want and you get ahead. Win-win.
Wow. I didn't get to where I am now by sitting back and just waiting for matches or attention.
Exactly. And by the way, I've been talking to Baron Corbin too. He's been looking to gain some momentum for himself. So he agreed to take care of Adam Pearce while you handle the female legend. That work?
Sounds like a plan.
And now a very special announcement from SmackDown's general manager, Adam Pearce.
My guest tonight, who's here to talk about her brand new charity initiative, means so much to past and current women of WWE. She's the winner of the first ever WWE Women's Championship, a 7-time title holder. Someone who made an undeniable mark on everyone she encountered during her time at WWE, myself certainly included. She's always treated me with nothing but kindness and respect. Anyway, that's enough for me. Please welcome WWE legend and Hall of Famer, Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus is an icon in WWE.
Trish is truly a trailblazer. So many of today's female superstars credit Trish for inspiring them to compete in WWE.
Now she's inspiring everyone to give back through her charitable cause, which I'm sure we'll learn more about in just a few moments.
What the hell?
You've got to be kidding me.
Trish Stratus was just blindsided.
Do something, Adam. Come on.
Leave her alone. That's it. Leave her alone.
King Corbin takes out Adam Pearce.
What is happening?
End of days on our GM.
Was this some kind of coordinated effort between these two?
That appears to be the case.
This has to go down as one of the most sickening acts I've ever seen in WWE. These two should be absolutely ashamed of themselves.
I couldn't agree more, Byron. Pathetic.
I just hope that Adam Pearce and Trish Stratus are okay. Merciless brainbuster.
Standing Spanish fly, are you kidding me?
Incredible. She's trying one more time.
Drop with the cover.
Each one keeps getting more devastating.
SmackDown's new assistant GM, Sonya Deville, means business.
And so does she. Sonya's management now. This is a bad idea.
Good thing we got the big screens out in the arena so that the WWE Universe can see this brawl for themselves.
Oh, listen, the last thing these two are thinking about is an audience. If hate is too strong of a word, then these two dislike each other extremely intensely, in case you couldn't tell.
Somebody's got to do something before somebody gets seriously injured back there.
Saxton, you're a sissy.
Oh, double axe handle.
Oh!
Oh! Ooh! Ooh! She anticipated that one.
Oh, look at this. Trap now and just a sharp elbow.
Reversal on Deville.
Face breaker.
Oh my gosh, a follow-away moonsault slam? Boom!
Oh!
Bam! And Sonya avoids that one.
She's fighting back.
Expected that one. Got it hooked. Playmaker. She did her homework there.
Quick takedown there. Paying it right back with a reversal.
Uh-oh, no, don't do this, don't do this.
Stomp right to the belly. Oh, that'll turn your skin red. Return fire from Deville.
Look at these kicks and a...
But the hair, and grabbing the hair too.
Oh, man!
Ooh, she responds with a counter.
Oh!
Knew what was coming there.
Able to parry that one. Oh my God.
Why won't you believe me? I was never plotting any sort of uprising. It's insane.
And what's supposed to convince me of that? The fact that you ambushed me and Trish in the ring with Corbin? Or that you attacked Sonya, the person who brought your plot to light? I don't even know why you're trying to convince me of anything. Your suspension will be over soon enough. And listen, I've made mistakes in the past too. When your suspension is over, I'm willing to give you another chance.
But I'm telling you, Sonya was behind the whole thing.
Again, with Sonya. Like I said before, that just doesn't make sense. And she's already proven useful to me as an assistant GM, having a second pair of eyes and ears around here. It's time to drop this lie and move on.
But it's not a lie.
Like I said, I've been in your shoes, but I learned to work hard, treat people fairly, and earn respect. So listen, if you tell anyone I okayed this, I'll deny it. But why don't you go blow off some steam at an indie show while you're waiting for your suspension to be over?
Fine, whatever. I bet you think you're pretty smart, Sonya.
That's SmackDown General Manager Sonya. Thank you very much. And yes, I do.
So what, you recruiting me was all just part of some grand scheme to become SmackDown GM? How insecure are you?
I'm clearly just standing up for what's right in WWE. However, if it was all part of a plan, and you, Corbin, Trish, and Adam Pearce were just collateral damage, those DMs and text messages were faked, it's too bad that you wouldn't be able to prove it.
You'll regret this, Sonya. I'll make sure of that.
Maybe, but I sincerely doubt it. Because now I have the power to officially control everyone on SmackDown. And the person I'm most looking forward to controlling? You. Why do you think I picked you in the first place? Someone getting too big for her britches? Thinking she was conniving enough to play in the big time? Not a chance, amateur. I could just fire you right now, but that would raise red flags, and we don't want that. And like I said, it'll be a lot more fun to keep you around as my punching bag. So let's get the fun started tonight with your first match back from suspension. And by the way, it's a handicap match. Enjoy.
Sleeper hold cinched in deep. Fading. The tap, it's over. This handicap matchup's in the books.
Just non-stop aggression. All 5 feet of...
Alexa Bliss. Can Alexa clinch this one?
1, 2, 3. Win. A big win. That took a...
I'm done putting up with this, Sonya.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think you had a choice?
GM or not, you're still a WWE superstar. Let's settle this in the ring. You versus me. No scheming or power plays. Just a match to see who's better. And if I beat you, you're out as GM.
Brilliant plan, bozo. You're clearly out of your mind. I have everything I want right now, so why on earth would I agree to that stipulation?
I'll tell you why. Because it's clear that you want me gone. So if I win, you're out as GM. But if you win, I leave SmackDown on my own. No red flags, no further investigation from WWE where they might look into my story a bit further. You get away with everything.
Now that is interesting. It would be nice to get rid of you permanently without anyone thinking twice. And given that I know I can beat you easily when I'm not phoning it in, you've got a deal. Enjoy your last match here on SmackDown.
Enjoy your last night as GM.
She's bringing the table into play here.
She is done playing around.
Sonya Deville with the reversal. Oh, kick connects.
Set up for a second time. Elevator.
Sonya can be looking to end this.
You gotta be kidding me. What just happened? I don't know, but I think it just blew the roof off this arena.
A big opportunity falling through their fingers. You've got to continue fighting and hope your next big move is the last one.
looks like setting up for a suplex.
Going to finish things off.
Shoulders down. This could be the one that does it for her. 1, 2, 3. And a win here tonight. That'll change. Welcome back to SmackDown as our women's champion sits down for what should be a very interesting moment of bliss.
Once again, I'd really like to thank you for coming out here tonight.
It's my pleasure. Actually, it's your pleasure. But I'm willing to sit here for a few minutes and boost your ratings. You're welcome.
Thanks. Anyway, I'm glad you're here because it gives us a chance to bury the hatchet, move forward, and for me to tell you exactly what I think of you. You are nothing but a two-faced, deceitful brat. From day one, you've come in here into my house and acted like you own the place. Like you're entitled to some special treatment, but you're not. And if anyone is, I am, because I put my body on the line countless times and earned anything that comes my way. In fact, I've been here long before you strolled in, and I'll be here long after you crawl your way out.
And there's the ambush I was waiting for.
No ambush, just telling the truth.
Then let me hit you with some truth. Your claim to fame is you've been here a while, which I guess sort of makes you an antique. Sounds about right, considering you're so fragile. And by the way, I'm in anyone's watching this, so I think your few minutes are up.
That's fine. People don't want to see you. Not on TV, not backstage, not in the ring, and certainly not holding that title. But you won't be holding it for long. Because the real reason I asked you on my show is to say this. I demand, for the sake of the entire WWE universe, a shot at your SmackDown Women's Championship, so I can take it from you and return it to someone who's not an embarrassment to this sport.
This interview is over.
Well, that went about as well as expected. Wade from behind.
The SmackDown Women's Champion just took out Alexa Bliss.
And it's not over.
Into the moment of bliss set.
You were right about one thing. That was a moment of bliss.
Whether the SmackDown Women's Champion likes it or not, it looks like she's on a collision course with Alexa Bliss.
I think they have lost.
We'll have to see, but it certainly doesn't look good for Alexa.
If you're here to reprimand me, you know Alexa had it coming.
I'm not. You both have said and done a lot of things, and I'm not dumb enough to get in the middle of it. I've got a wife and a daughter at home, and you only need to learn that lesson once. But Alexa is right about one thing. You do need to defend your SmackDown Women's Championship.
If Alexa wants my title, she can come try to get it. Unless Little Miss Fragile is too banged up to compete.
Actually, thanks to your attack, Alexa is going to be out for a bit.
Not surprised.
But that doesn't mean you get to sit around and relax. I'll give you the choice of who you'd like to face next. Lacey Evans or Sonya Deville.
If Sonya can take a break from organizing her suit collection long enough to get into the ring, I'll happily knock her right back out of it.
Okay, I'll set it up.
showing now.
Package drive. 1, 2. And the champ stands tall.
Is in big trouble.
The cover! 2, 3. Our SmackDown Women's Champion backed up her top yet again here tonight against Nikki Cross.
Wait, what is she doing? Obviously, she felt she didn't do enough damage in the match, and maybe she's also trying to send a message to Nikki's partner, Alexa Bliss.
Oh, come on, you proved your point. That's enough.
I'm getting really tired of our champion's behavior. SmackDown Women's Champion promised to take the only thing Alexa Bliss had left, and apparently this is what she was referring to.
Welcome to A Moment of Bliss, a show that, for the first time ever, is actually living up to its name. Because tonight, instead of listening to that thirsty, broken-down skank with the stupid name and even dumber fingerless gloves, you get to look at and hear from me. I think we can all agree that tossing Alexa and Nikki aside, literally, was one of my greatest accomplishments, and that is a long list. So, you're welcome for that. But tonight isn't just a one-time thing. I want to announce that I will be taking over A Moment of Bliss permanently. Just like I've taken over this whole brand.
Alexa Bliss is back.
And the champion
Thank
has
you.
no idea.
Exactly the reaction I was expecting. And to all the other women of SmackDown, remember what I did to dumb little Alexa Bliss. So, let that be a warning. I broke Alexa so that I didn't have to break any of you.
Alexa Bliss is taking back her show.
She's doing more than that. She's sending the SmackDown Women's Champion a strong and clear message that she will not be pushed aside.
You think you can come in here and take my spot? My show? You didn't break me. You just gave me the fuel to come back even stronger. I said I was going to take your title, and I meant it. But until then, get the hell off my set.
Looks like this version of A Moment of Bliss has been canceled after only one episode.
Alexa is back and has her sights set on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
And based on what we just saw, there's a good chance she'll get it.
Incredible.
There's 2! 3! Got it! And the champ adds to their legacy.
You sure aren't making a lot of friends around here. Luckily for you, so far, you've been able to back it up.
I can't help it if lesser women find me intimidating.
Full disclosure, even I don't sleep well the night before I have to talk to you. Anyway, I'm here to let you know that while you've taken care of Alexa, Nikki Cross is still hell-bent on revenge as well. And to be honest, I'm inclined to give her a chance to get it.
So, you're taking their side in all this?
No, but it is my job to put on the best show possible. And you said it yourself. You equal ratings, right? Besides, I think this issue between you and Nikki needs a resolution.
And what if I wasn't done with Alexa yet?
Look, I don't want to go back and forth. Like I said, didn't get a lot of sleep last night. But I can offer you this. You defend your championship against Nikki and Alexa in a triple threat, or put your title on the line against them in a 2-on-1 match. Your call.
Interesting solution. Won't they just be helping each other out either way?
I have a feeling if you choose the triple threat, it'll be every woman for herself. Knowing them, they both want the title, and will go through the other to get it.
In that case, I'll take them on in a triple threat. Not only will I get to defeat them both at once, but I can sit back and watch them beat each other up. Win-win.
Okay, I'll set it up. And please, maybe dial it back a notch. I'd like to get some more sleep.
Oh, here it comes! There's the cover! Looks like the champ is going to retain.
Cover! Back in the ring now.
2, 3, retains the title!
Go ahead, pick a time.
What are you talking about?
I'll let you pick a time. Me. If I'm going to beat you for it, the least I can do is make it convenient. That being said, is now good.
Lot informed. You want a title match? I'll be more than happy to make an example out of you. And yeah, good.
And I'm the arrogant one. Our title, because you won't. Thinking no DQ.
Shayna Baszler is going to need a second win if she's going to have a chance in this SmackDown Women's Championship match.
A second win or some outside assistance. We heard Baszler had some backup here tonight, and apparently it's Raquel Gonzalez and Kaylee Ray.
This trio seems to have our SmackDown champions number.
Not if Josie Jane has anything to say about it.
Josie's getting shut down too.
It appears Josie's efforts were too little too late.
Baszler's got her in the Kirifuda clutch. The champ is fading fast.
She's not going to be able to hold on.
She did it with a whole lot of help, but nonetheless, Shayna Baszler is your new SmackDown Women's Champion.
The Queen of Spades is now the Queen of SmackDown.
Sure, there were some outside factors, but Shayna Baszler pretty much called her shot here tonight. And I, for one, don't see anyone taking that championship away from her anytime soon.
So, thanks for trying to help me out there, I mean.
I know we've had our differences in the past, but we came up together. And that counts for something. I'm just sorry I couldn't do more.
Yeah, well, it seems pretty clear to me that Shayna stacked the cards against me from the start. That no DQ proposal is just an excuse to have her crew come down and interfere in the match. It's technically legal, but it's a dirty move. I've got to get my title back somehow.
Well, like I said, I've got your back.
Thanks. Clearly I could use the help, but against the three of them, I think we'll need more reinforcements.
What'd you have in mind?
Since Shayna likes to play dirty, I've got the perfect idea to hit her right where it hurts.
I like the sound of this.
Longer is Shayna Baszler going to carry on?
Are you going to tell her to stop?
Nope.
But before I continue, I just want to say, no disrespect to the former SmackDown Women's Champion, but many people have played a role in my path to dominance. Last week, she just happened to play the part of the woman I got to take the title from.
You got your wish, Byron. It's the former champ, and she's not alone, as she's accompanied by Josie Jane.
I still would have preferred Saxton interrupting Shayna, but this'll do.
I hope you've had a good week playing the part as the SmackDown Women's Champion, because I'm here to get my title back. Except this time, it's going to be a fair fight, because I've got a little surprise. I've brought someone here tonight to even the odds.
Oh boy. Wow. So, Josie Jane is your big surprise? I know you probably missed it while you were getting choked out, but we already took care of her last week. So, not sure how you think this is going to turn out any differently this time. Not to mention, we actually have a real surprise. I've been 2 steps ahead of you this entire time, and that continues tonight. These two have my back, but I've held championships with this woman, and you'll soon find out she's an irresistible force.
It's Nia Jax.
These two were in trouble already against Shayna and her crew. Now it just got exponentially worse.
I can't remember the last time we saw a group of women as powerful as the one Shayna Baszler has assembled.
Shayna really is on top of her game right now from both the physical and tactical standpoint.
The former champion and Josie should just turn around and leave now while they can.
Wow, impressive. But Josie wasn't my surprise. This is.
Nia just nailed Shayna Baszler.
It's not 4-on-2, it's 3-on-3.
Nia wasn't part of Shayna's crew after all.
Solid drop.
The balance of power has suddenly shifted toward the former champ and her crew of Josie Jane and Nia Jax.
Shayna said she was 2 steps ahead, but apparently her adversary was 3 steps ahead.
I can't believe what we just saw, but as a result, the SmackDown Women's Championship picture looks entirely different than it did just minutes ago.
Once again, you've got the WWE Universe buzzing.
That's nice and all, but I just want my title back from Shayna.
Well, then you'll be happy to hear that I'm making a 6-woman tag match. You, Josie, and Nia against Shayna and her crew. You beat Shayna's team, and you'll have your title rematch.
Don't worry, we'll beat her.
While this might help a bit, I can let you choose the match type for the 6-woman tag. A regular 6-woman tag match, elimination tag rules, or a no disqualification tornado tag.
After what Shayna's put me through, let's do no DQ tornado rules. I don't want to be held liable for anything I do to her.
You got it.
Undertaker versus Mankind. But remember the first one? Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, the appearance of Kane that night.
So
So much WWE history tied to this sadistic structure.
Oh, she made it to the top, but how's she gonna get down?
I can think of a couple options, but you're not gonna like most of them. Oh, forget about pandering to the WWE Universe. That should keep her head in the game.
Oh, vicious knee to the face. We've seen some battles up on the cell, and nothing good ever comes of it.
There's one. Y dos. This third one makes it.
We knew what we were in for with this matchup, but we didn't think the hell was going to be let loose above the cell.
Incredible. Baszler's been compromised.
Catches him with the cutter.
The title might change hands.
Makes the cover.
2, 3. They got it. New champ. What a moment.
Is your winner and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Lady Destroyer.
I still can't believe it.
There you see our new champion.
To go from challenger to champion. That has to feel good.
Unless you're the one going from champion to nothing.
Incredible. 2, there's 2. 3. That's it. The champ stays the champ. Cinched in, this could be it.
Package driver.
2. Hey, you want to watch some old matches? I've got a great one lined up of Cactus Jack and my good buddy Edge. I met him at a gas station in 2009 and have considered him a friend ever since. Accosting people at random gas stations sounds exactly like how I expected you to try to make friends. Right place at the right time. So, you want to watch? No. Unlike you, I'm able to get wins in the ring, so I don't have to spend time watching my friends get wins instead. I can get wins, especially after watching these old matches. My friends have been teaching me a lot. You want to find out how much you still have to learn? Face me in the ring. Sure. We can take a rain check on our dinner, popcorn, and watching old matches night. Let's do this.
Standing Spanish Fly, are you kidding me?
Incredible. 2 count. 3.
An emphatic victory.
Wow, that did not go according to plan. Looks like I haven't quite mastered those new moves my wrestling friends have been teaching me. Well, you've sure mastered losing. Ha! Nothing like a good friend to bust your chops. It's not busting chops, it's pointing out the obvious. You don't belong here. Oh, really? Because I know a lot of big-time wrestlers who would say otherwise. Oh, you mean your friends? That's right. I've got major connections. Watch your tongue or watch your back. Just because you played as someone on WWE 2K doesn't make them your friend. How about I bring in one of my friends next week for a tag match? That is, if you can find someone willing to team with you. Sure, I'll be happy to face you and whatever cardboard cutout you bring with you.
Pretty sure everyone... Oh, no. She could be caught here. Bad situation for her.
She's in a tremendous... Tap out!
What happened, Fanny? Couldn't find a wrestling fairy godmother to grant your wish? I guess paying for some autographs doesn't make someone your partner after all. Ugh, you got so lucky. My partner was coming down from Canada and got held up by customs. Your Canadian tag team partner got held up? That's even better. Travel issues happen all the time in WWE. You, of all people, should know that. My friend will be here next week. We want another match. You don't know when to quit, do you? Fine. We'll whip you and your imaginary friend. Again. Not likely. Unless she can't get a rental car. That's happened before. Anyway, I'm pretty sure she'll be there.
By Trish Stratus.
Oh! She got the shoulders down.
To amaze me. Tamina's in crisis mode. Shoulders down. 2, 3.
And that's all she wrote.
Looks like we're facing each other in the next round of the Mae Classic. You won your first round match? Who did you face? Dakota Kai. She was about to hit me with the chiropractor, but then she slipped on the wet mat. I ended up capitalizing, and I'm through. Why was the mat wet? I went full Triple H tribute on my entrance. Might have gone a bit overboard with the water spit part. Well, sometimes you've got to use every tool in your arsenal to get the W. I'll have to stay on my toes against you. Literally. Who knows? I might have found my secret weapon.
And these two former training partners from the PC are going back and forth in this Mae Young Classic match.
Bayley looks to take advantage. Reversal, and the referee gets in the way.
Hold on, here comes Tamina. Out for revenge for losing in the previous round.
Tamina's got a kendo stick.
And Tamina nails her with the kendo stick, and the referee has no idea.
Neither does Fanny, but looks like she's going to capitalize nonetheless.
And here goes Bayley to the top rope.
And down with the frog splash. That could be it.
1, 2, 3. It's all over. Bayley Fanny Fan has advanced to the finals of the Mae Young Classic.
Fanny's 1 win away from facing Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship. Unbelievable.
Speaking of that, what a lost opportunity tonight for Fanny's opponent due to Tamina's involvement. You have to assume there's more to come between those two.
Whoa, Tamina just got blindsided.
She's on NXT. What's she even doing here?
She's settling a debt from their Mae Young Classic encounter.
Incredible. 1, 2, 3. And that'll about do it, folks. Irish whip on the NXT UK champion.
Storm counters. Storm with the roll-up.
2, 3. She did it. Toni Storm has successfully defended her NXT UK Women's Championship.
What a match.
Hold on, from behind.
I guess this isn't over after all.
She's setting her up.
Storm Zero on the champion.
She lost the match in the ring. This is pathetic.
You go tell her that, Cole. I certainly wouldn't.
Is she taking Storm's championship? Now that's pathetic.
Maybe she's just gonna get it polished for her.
I highly doubt that. She's stealing it.
Not the kind of hospitality Toni Storm was expecting on her visit to the U.S. We've reached a new low here.
I just received some very good news. After what I did to Toni Storm, she's gonna be out for a while. So the way I see it, since I'm the one who took her out, I'm the NXT UK Women's Champion now. That's right. This is mine. And I don't care what anyone, including our washed-up British windbag of a GM, has to say about it. But I was thinking, since Toni clearly couldn't get the job done with her little open challenge, I'm gonna show her how a real champion does it. anyone who thinks they can take this title from me, come and give it your best shot. You won't beat me, but hey, at least after I'm done with you, Tony will have some company in the trainer's room. So who wants to step up and lose first? I'll be waiting with my championship.
Crucifix. This could be it. Shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. The champion retains.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT UK Women's Champion, Lady Destroyer.
Champion is back.
And I'm sure Toni Storm is dead set on regaining the championship that was stolen from her.
But where is she?
Storm's in the ring. Turn around.
Toni Storm, kick to the gut, arms hooked.
Storm zero.
Standing Spanish fly. Are you kidding me? Incredible. 2 count. 3. Retains the title.
Toni Storm looking defenseless. Oh, sudden cut.
The title's going nowhere. Kiss your dreams. Good night. Here we go. We might be witnessing the ascent to victory.
I think you might be right, Corey. And the champ retains.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT UK Women's Champion, Lady Destroyer.
Sleeper hold cinched in deep.
Fading, fading.
The submission locked in, nowhere to go, nowhere, tap out.
That's a significant win here tonight over Toni Storm.
Yeah, talk about momentum building.
Wait, Io Shirai from behind.
And Io nails her with a kendo stick.
We saw on social media that Io was offended she didn't get a shot at Toni Storm. This must have something to do with that.
attack.
It's Toni Storm.
Now Toni is attacking both of them.
What is going on between these three superstars?
There's a lot happening here, but somehow it needs to be settled.
Withstanding what is taken out. It could be over here. This is it. 1, 2, 3. And that'll about do it, folks.
Standing Spanish fly. Are you kidding me?
Incredible.
2, 3. And that'll be it. Finally a victory. What a hard-fought win. She walks away with a big win.
This win is going to have them on a high for quite some time, I have to believe. Incredible.
What's Mia in store for?
Oh, a sudden cut.
Yim is down and out.
Oh! Leaf, that should do it right there. 1, 2, 3. That'll be a win. What a hard-fought victory.
I've been meaning to tell you, we have one open spot left in the Royal Rumble. Know anybody who might be interested?
Yes, me. I'd love to get a chance to be in the Royal Rumble.
I figured you'd say something like that. Well, here's what we're going to do. First, we'll have a 6-woman tag match. The winning team will then immediately compete in a triple threat over-the-top rope challenge. Last woman standing gets the Rumble spot.
Sounds like a tough assignment. But if that's what it takes, I'm in. I know I'm up to the challenge.
Shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. And now it appears an alliance has been formed against Dakota Kai.
What did she do to deserve this?
It backfires, and Mia Yim is eliminated.
Mia Yim is extremely upset.
One of these women will advance to the Royal Rumble. Dakota Kai with an opening.
She did it! Dakota Kai is headed to the Royal Rumble.
This isn't over between these two.
So much was on the line in this match, and understandably, frustrations are high.
Here they go again.
Who needs the Royal Rumble when you have this?
Yeah, well, this isn't going to potentially earn them a championship match at WrestleMania.
True, but it'll help blow off some steam.
Can anyone get this under control?
Finally, it looks like they've been separated, but I'm sure this isn't the last these two will hear from each other. Top rope match.
Yeah, it's been heated between these two recently, but maybe it's settled now.
From the looks of things, I'm not sure that's going to be the case.
It appears Mia Yim is ready to put this all behind her.
But she's not. She clearly wants no part of that.
Total lack of respect, if you ask me.
Hooked up.
Looking for the victory. There's 2. 3.
And that's all she wrote.
Escapes danger. The tripleta. Good. This could be it. Cover for the win. 1, 2, 3. She wins. She wins.
With you. I just figured it was about time we got acquainted.
The only thing I'm wondering is why you're still here.
Ooh, feisty. I like that. You might be exactly what Karrion Kross and I are looking for. Someone to join us on our quest for domination.
I like the sound of that. Keep talking.
In order for us to conquer NXT, Karrion needs to take Johnny Gargano's NXT championship, and time is running out.
What does this have to do with me?
I was getting to that. The best way to get to Gargano is through his wife Candice LeRae. So that's what we'd like you to do. Go through Candice. Take her out, and Johnny won't be able to think about anything else, leaving him exposed and vulnerable.
What's in it for me?
A priceless opportunity. If you succeed, we just might be willing to make room in our group for you. This will be a disaster of the most beautiful kind. With your help, we are going to make Candice and Johnny fall, and pray.
Candice LeRae.
And it looks like she's not finished with Candice.
Come on, this is taking things too far.
Maybe she just wanted to make even more of a statement.
Hold on. What are Karrion Kross and Scarlett doing out here?
Whatever it is, it can't be good.
I don't think Johnny Gargano is going to wait to find out.
Kross with a doomsday Saito.
Gargano absolutely spiked on the arena floor.
Look at Kross. He's forcing Johnny Gargano to watch his wife in this perilous situation.
She's all alone with these three. And she nails Candice with that hourglass.
This is disgusting.
A clear message sent to Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae, courtesy of Kross and Scarlett's new ally, I guess.
If this is a sign of things to come, no one in NXT is safe.
Well, other than Regal banning me from ringside, this has gone about as well as we could have hoped. I knew you had potential.
I can see why you two like that hourglass so much. Symbolic and effective.
True, but let's focus on what's important. Karrion's shot at that title depends on you delivering again. So you two need to learn to work together, and quick.
You've seen what I'm capable of. It shouldn't take long for us to get up to speed.
Let's hope not. But just in case, I'll arrange for you to team together a couple of times to prepare for the championship match. Make every moment count. I'll be watching.
You're gonna like what you see.
Sleeper hold cinched in deep.
Fading, fading.
This would...
There it is.
Scores the win. What a great team.
Mia has lost any momentum here.
And Mia needs to reassess her strategy.
And the hits to the core keep coming. That's another focused attack to her torso area.
And a major victory in her career tonight.
Could this be it?
Oh, God. Shoulders down. Championship on the line. 1, 2, 3. He certainly didn't do it on his own, but nonetheless, Karrion Kross is the new NXT champion.
This was without a doubt an unprecedented championship match that we saw here tonight, with the NXT title being contested in a mixed tag match.
It doesn't matter how Karrion Kross won the NXT championship. All that matters is Doomsday is officially here. Fall and pray to the new most powerful trio in NXT. this crowd.
Oh, look at her. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Guys, this is going to be nasty.
Looking to finish things off right now. This'll do it.
Brain buster.
I can barely believe the devastation we just witnessed.
We didn't just see it, Saxton. We lived it. We're lucky we...
And that'll do it. It's finally over.
Thanks for what you did teaming with Carrion. Without you, I'm not sure we would have achieved our goals. At least, not this quickly.
So, what's up next for the Angels of Doom? Because I've got my eyes on a couple more titles.
Angel of Doom. Carrion and I have talked things over, and we believed you fulfilled your purpose. We're going to continue our crusade alone.
Seriously? I thought we had a deal.
No deal. Just an arrangement. And now, that arrangement is over.
I should have known.
Don't do this. This is bigger than any one person. And we won't lose sight of what you did. Time never forgets. And we always remember.
I was wondering, do you know anybody who would be interested in challenging Rhea Ripley for the NXT Women's Championship?
Do we have to go through this every time we talk?
Yes. Being a GM can be tedious at times. You must allow me my few available joys.
Okay. Gee, Mr. Regal, I'd sure love a chance to face Rhea Ripley. I won't even mind if you're about to tell me that it isn't as simple as that, and whoever faces Rhea will actually have to jump through a number of hoops to earn the title shot.
I thought you'd say that. Well, it's not going to be that easy. Because, wait, what did you just say?
Nothing. Just tell me what I need to do.
Now you've taken all the fun out of it.
Come on, let's try again. I assume there's just a sign-up sheet or something.
Of course there's not a sign-up sheet. We can't just hand out title chances willy-nilly. They must be earned. This is a company-wide opportunity. We're going to set up a number of fatal four-ways in what I'm calling the Road to Rhea. The winners of those matches will face each other in a final elimination four-way to determine who will take on Rhea Ripley for a championship. The question is, are you interested in getting on the road?
Getting on the road. I like that.
Thanks. So, are you interested or not?
I'm in. I can't turn down a shot at a title, no matter how long the road is.
Catches him with the cutter.
And Tegan's laid out.
The cover.
1, 2, 3. And they get the win. What a fatal four-way.
She's sliding back into the ring, back into the action. Once more, setting it up.
Will Trish find a way to recover?
Makes the cover.
2, 3. And they're eliminated. And there's your winners.
You look better than I expected.
Thanks.
Still not good enough to defeat me, though. I don't even know why we're going through the charade of this match.
Because I want your championship.
And I want to listen to nothing but metal in the locker room. But sometimes we end up with EDM. Point is, even I don't always get what I want. With that being said, I'm more than happy to defeat you in the ring if you don't mind the embarrassment.
Big talk from a big fraud. Watch your back. In and out of the ring.
I'm not running. But trust me, you should. Concerned of her. She talks a big game, but everyone knows that's all it is. Talk. If this yobbo is the best competition they can find to face me, I'll be holding the NXT Women's Championship for a very long time.
We're not worried about your opponent having any extra motivation. She's endured so much already by making it this far down the road to Rhea.
She's fighting for a championship. She shouldn't need extra motivation. And like you said, she's already had to win 2 matches just to get this far. Even if she was rested, she'd be a long shot against me. But she's tired and worn down. So it's only a matter of time before her road to Rhea ends with a terrible and violent collision.
And there you see the NXT Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, fresh off her strong statement.
Wait, it's the challenger from behind.
Now, she must not have appreciated what Rhea said.
Some commotion in the backstage area. This is not going to be pretty.
Nothing but close and unforgiving quarters back there. This is a huge recipe for disaster.
Boom!
Oh my gosh! Measured knee drop. Oh God, that'll rearrange your skull.
Sling blade! Locked in on the shoulder.
Oh! Ripley averts the attack. Running power slam!
And she knew Ripley's game plan.
Got it hooked. There is the playmaker. Going for something big, something splintery. Ow!
Reversal! What a counter! Kick to the gut. She had it scouted. With the reversal.
Oh! She's staying elusive. Oh my gosh, a fall-away moonsault slam? And what's she gonna do at this table?
Set up a buffet. What do you think she's gonna do, Saxton?
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Looking to finish things off.
Boom! Wow!
Taking a moment to let her know who the real superstar is here.
And she's using this moment to summon all of her strength.
Stops Ripley's attack. Beautiful elbows.
And a spinning back kick, too.
That's a few times now she's taken a hit up in that region. This is going to take impressive power. Can she do it? Yes!
Inverted suplex.
Oh, stomping away.
From the top. That's it. Calling it.
Rhea ducks
into the ring post.
Here we go. The challenger dodges Rhea's attempt with a kendo stick. This is what I was hoping to see between these two.
But this isn't unsanctioned like their last encounter.
It should be. And there it is. The referee has thrown out the match.
I don't think they care. These two are going to keep fighting until one of them can't continue.
All hell is broken loose at NXT TakeOver.
William Regal and a horde of referees doing their best to stop him. Good luck.
When cooler heads prevail, I think the challenger is going to regret the outcome here tonight.
Hey, Rhea Ripley was the first to go for a kendo stick. Either way, this is going to end in a disqualification. Her opponent has a legitimate claim for a rematch.
We'll have to see how that shakes out, but at least it looks like the fight between these two is finally under control.
Yeah, for now at least.
He's had enough. You've sent your message. Come on, stop.
I gather you have a complaint.
Yeah, I've got a complaint. Rhea should be stripped of her title. What she pulled last night was completely out of line. Unbecoming of a champion, if you ask me.
I didn't. And as I recall, she wasn't the only one who attacked her opponent with a kendo stick.
She attacked. I defended myself. There's a huge difference.
Unfortunately for you, in this case, that difference exists mainly in your mind.
This is insane!
I agree. This whole rivalry between the two of you has grown to outsized proportions. I've discussed the conflict with Mr. McMahon and Triple H. They both agree with my brilliant idea to hold a rematch this weekend.
This weekend? At WrestleMania?
Indeed. And to guarantee a victor one way or another, it will be Falls Count Anywhere.
It's about time you gave me the spotlight. Now I'm going to win Rhea's championship on the grandest stage of them all.
At the very least, you'll try. Best of luck. And let's leave the weaponry at home this time, shall we?
No promises.
Going for it. Looking for the lapel lock. Oh, look at this. Is she gonna tap out? Think of all the pain radiate. That's it. That's it.
And just like that, Rhea Ripley's reign as NXT champion has come to an end, and a new champion is crowned.
That's right. What started many weeks ago and got derailed at NXT TakeOver is finally finished here. And how fitting a moment. A title win is always emotional, but there's just something special about doing it on the grandest stage of them all.
This road to Rhea and subsequent detour to WrestleMania was certainly unconventional, but none of that matters now. All that's important is NXT has a new flag bearer who looks poised to go on a long and dominant run.
I agree, Corey. Whether you approve or disapprove of how she got here, our new NXT Women's Champion has etched her name in history and proven she belongs among the very best.